who wouldn't want a robot to watch over your kids, take care of your pet, if you have elderly parents?
Elon Musk just dropped a bombshell about Tesla's Optimus. Plus, 3 new robots are coming. But first, is Elon's AI future going to be a fantasy, or will it become fact?
Well, humanoid robotics will advance very quickly. I think we do have some of the Tesla Optimus robots doing simple tasks in the factory. We expect probably later this year. By the end of this year, I think they'll be doing more complex tasks, but still deployed in an industrial environment. And probably sometime next year, I'd say that by the end of next year, I think would be selling humanoid robots to the public. That's when we are confident that it's very high reliability, very high safety, and the range of functionality is also very high. You can basically ask it to do anything you'd like.
Then, he talks about the future robot population and economy.
I mean, the way to think of it is that if you have a large number of humanoid robots, the economic output is the average productivity per robot times the number of robots.
Right.
And actually, my prediction is in the benign scenario of the future that we will actually make so many robots in AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. There will be such an abundance of goods and services. My prediction is that there'll be more robots than people.
Next, he discusses these robots' unsettling responsibilities moving forward.
I mean, it is a necessary. You can't have both. You can't have work that has to be done and amazing abundance for all. Because if it's work that has to be done, then you and only some people can do it, then you can't have abundance.
Then
for
it's
all.
narrow.
Yes, narrow. Yeah. Exactly. So, but if you have billions of humanoid robots, and I think there will be. I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and going to want one, because who wouldn't want a robot to, assuming it's very safe, watch over your kids, take care of your pet. If you have elderly parents, a lot of friends of mine have said they have elderly parents, and it's very difficult to take care of them.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, and there just aren't enough people to take care of there aren't enough young people to take care of the old people.
Right.
So if you had a robot that could take care of and protect an elderly parent, I think that would be great. That would be an amazing thing to have. I think we will have those things. So, overall, I'm very optimistic about the future. I think we're headed for a future of amazing abundance, which is very cool. And definitely, we are in the most interesting time in history. I think there's a more interesting time in history.
But miniature humanoids are also going to become widespread, like this new miniature robot from Neura. This stands at 132 centimeters or 4 feet 4 inches. And it features natural language interaction, computer vision, reinforcement learning, and it weighs just 36 kilograms, which is 79 pounds, with a payload of 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds. These could be really popular in the future because many people might want a smaller price point, for instance, maybe $2,000–$3,000 instead of $20,000–$30,000. Max speed still 4.6 kilometers per hour or 2.9 miles per hour. And throughout the body, it features 25 degrees of freedom. Plus it has Wi-Fi 6, Gigabit Ethernet, ROS 2 for the robot control, C++, Python SDKs, and Neura Sync. And so far, what they're saying is that it's going to bring fully cognitive capabilities to a wider audience, probably because of the smaller cost factor. So the question is, how much will this likely cost? And would you rather get a miniature robot or a full size if the cost implication could be a difference of 50 to 100%. And beyond the limited form factor of miniature humanoids, full-size AI robots operating factories is the new normal in 2026, as UBTech just released this video of its AI automation now deployed in Sunny Ray. So let's see some of this in action. And just to mention here, we're looking at 52 degrees of freedom throughout this entire robot's body, weighs 70 kilograms, and stands 176 centimeters tall, but it does have a realistic human gait, and more importantly, it has this dexterity in its hands. And you see it carrying out these sorting tasks with the conveyor belt and the bolt, and you'll see here in just a second some very dexterous maneuvering of its hands. Already this is working in the real world, and it supports LLM voice interactions with the human workforce. And it uses a 4-inch circular facial display as well as its 4 array microphones and 2 speakers to be able to go back and forth with the remaining human workforce. In its hands, it's working with 11 degrees of freedom with 6 tactile sensor arrays. But you can see that you can also change out these hands with what you see here, more of a gripper. So it can grasp 7.5 kilograms at a time, and in each finger it has a grasp force of 1 kilogram. So is this cheaper than a human? For instance, maybe you pay $20,000 for a robot like this in the near future, whereas a human could cost $25,000 to $30,000 per year for a minimum wage, plus they have the risks. So would you invest in a miniature humanoid or a full-size humanoid, or maybe in the future it's just whether it's business or consumer? For instance, here's another full-size humanoid named the Agile ONE, and this is designed to operate in both homes and industrial environments with 21 degrees of freedom in each hand and onboard artificial intelligence. But what's most important is probably its ability to walk around here. Has this spatial awareness, and it features a 20 kilogram payload, which in working scenarios could really make a difference. And it has tactile fingertips, which means that it's going to be able to handle extremely dexterous tasks, and it can autonomously operate for up to 8 hours with a 2 meter per second speed and 71 degrees of freedom throughout its entire body, with 21 of those in each hand. So this is coming up, but there's no word on how much it's going to cost or what the release date would be. And finally, Elon predicts the timeline of artificial superintelligence.
The rate at which AI is progressing, I think we might have AI that is smarter than any human by the end of this year, and I would say no later than next year. And then probably by 2030 or 2031, call it 5 years from now, AI will be smarter than all of humanity collectively.